Hello YouTube, Joseph Boyer, and today we take a look at another Mugenbine figure review. And today we take a look at Wanrikiguma from Machine Robo Mugenbine. This is yet another Mugenbine figure, I should say, and it's also the third Ridebine figure. And as you can tell, I have the box, since I got this from eBay. So, yes. Since I got the box here, I want to take a look at it. You can see I got the name Wanrikiguma on there, and of course in English. Got Ridebine on top. Now, Wanrikiguma does require some explanation. Now, Wanriki is composed of two Japanese words. So, Wan doesn't mean like the number one, the way how the Japanese would pronounce it. Wan means arm. Riki means strength. And Guma, you can tell the way it's spelled the G, not a K. You can tell Guma is derived from the Japanese word Kuma, meaning bear, as evident by the animal mode you see here. And yes, this guy becomes a go-kart. That's right. A Mugenroid riding on a go-kart. So, yeah. And of course, on the back of the box, we've got this stuff going. Got all the stuff going on here. We got some of the figures that are released in the line. And of course, yes, Teiryu Uzumaki Dori and this guy do combine. So, and of course, I'll show you some examples here. So we got Wanrikiguma with Teiryu, which I'm not going to show off in the video. And of course, we got Wanrikiguma with Assault Leon, which, if you know who Assault Leon is, he's a repaint of Air Leon, but with 2 extra gun parts. So, yeah. So, yeah. That is that. Now, let's take a look at the content. The contents in the box. So, for starters, we're going to take a look at the Mugenroid. You can see Wanrikiguma's Mugenroid is honey yellow. Yes, honey yellow, red, and got some gray, and of course we got some silver paint for the fists and the torso, and of course his face, with some light green eyes, which they're the same exact color, the same colored eyes as Teiryu and Uzumaki Dori. Very interesting. And of course on the side of the Mugenroid's head we got the letter W on the side. So, yeah, pretty neat. Articulation, arms swing all the way around. They could go. The legs can go out to the side. They can go forward and backward. The knees can bend. That's it. So, yeah. That's it for the Mugenroid itself. Now let's take a look at the parts. Starting with this piece. Which, of course, you can tell this is a bear head. So, yep. Or, of course, we got... Is there another piece? Okay. We got these pieces right here which have wheels. Of course, I got these 2 pieces here that look like fists. So, yep. And of course, we got these 2 pieces right here. Of course, we got Mugenbine widgets upside down because again, since I got this from eBay. And of course, we got these two stickers right here, which is the kanji for bear. So, interesting. And of course, I got these 2 pieces right here. And we got this piece right here, which has the robot mode head on there, the super robot mode head. And we got this piece here, which looks like a rake. And we'll get into that later in the video. So, yeah. That is it for the parts in the box. Now, we're going to take a look at its ride mode. Alright, so let's take a look at Wanrikiguma's machine mode. So, for starters, flip up the arms like this, and actually we're gonna flip out like this for now, but just made the legs up like this, and that's it for now. And then we're gonna take these 2 pieces, and you're gonna make sure that this little red paint here is facing up with the screw holes, and you can see these are gonna peg together like this. And I'm going to take the Mugenroid here, which you can see underneath the feet, these are clips. And these are going to plug onto the side like that. Well, the front, I should say. I'm sorry. Alright, and then we're going to take these 2 pieces right here. And you're going to flip them upside down like this so that the screw holes are facing up. And you're going to plug them onto the side of the Mugenroid's legs. Now, yes, you can see both of the bottom pegs are broken. However, it's not really much of a problem because it pegs in just fine, just via the peg right there. So, just like that. And yeah, so just like that. And then we're going to take the bear head. You're going to flip upside down like this. And you're going to take this rake piece. And you're going to plug it in like this. And you're going to plug it onto the back like that. You can tell this rake looking thing becomes a spoiler. And then we're going to take one of the wheel pieces and making sure that this piece right here is facing down. Well, it's on this side, or I should say, make sure that the silver paint is facing up like this, and do the same on the other side. And last but not least, you're going to take this piece right here and plug it on top, like that. That becomes the handles of the machine mode. And there you have Wanrikiguma in its ride mode. And yes, as you can see, is a Mugenroid riding in a go-kart. Yeah, it's very, very silly, but I dig it. So yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, you can see there's a robot mode underneath there, but yeah. So yeah, and yes, it does roll just fine. Well, okay, a little bit. Maybe because of all the stuff that's been dragging because of the clearance issue. But, oh well. Hey, at least it works. So, yeah. Now, you can kind of say this is pretty much like it's pretty much Winnie the Pooh, but with attitude. So, yeah, Winnie the Pooh with attitude. So, yeah. Alright, so that's it for the ride mode. Now we're going to look at his animal mode. Okay, so we're going to take a look at Wanrikiguma's animal mode. And of course, you can tell right off the bat, it's going to become a bear. So, hold down the head, swing in the arms, and then you're going to bend the legs up like this. And make sure these pegs are facing forward. These pegs. So, alright, so we're going to take the bear head. I'm going to take this rake piece, and you're going to plug it into this little slot like this. So, just like that. I think it's... Okay. You have to make sure that this peg right here goes in that little hole right here. This little square hole. There we go. Just like that. And you're going to plug it onto the front like this. Just make sure everything's all lined up. Okay, why... Okay, why aren't you going in? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, my bad. I was putting the bear on the wrong side. My bad. Okay, so just like that, and you're gonna take these pieces right here, and you're gonna plug it onto the side like this. So that way the screws are facing inwards. So just like this. And I'm gonna take these pieces right here, which will become the back legs. And just like that. And take these pieces which will become the front legs. So just like this. Oh, also, you see these little pegs right here? Make sure you fold them in. So just like that. And then you're going to take this piece and you're going to plug it underneath like this. That way it hides all the holes underneath the back. And there you have Wanrikiguma in its animal mode. Again, I do like this bear. I do like the bear mode. I like it. Very neat. He's got like jet packs on his back. Pretty cool. So, like I said before, he's pretty much Winnie the Pooh, but with attitude. So, yeah, pretty cool. So, articulation, just the front legs. That's it. So yeah. That's pretty much it for Wanrikiguma's animal mode. Now we're going to look at his super robot mode. And for the last and final mode of Wanrikiguma, we're going to take a look at his robot mode. So you're going to take the... Make sure you fold down the Mugen head, swing the arms like this, and pretty much leave the pegs as they were. Just leave them fold out like that. Alright. And you're going to take these pieces right here. Make sure you flip out these pegs right here. just like that. And you're going to plug the, what will become the legs, up like this. Okay. Now, if you're going to plug the legs, make sure that the screw holes are facing outwards. So, just like that. Alright. Now we're going to go ahead and take this bear head, take the bear head, and you're going to plug it onto the front like this. So just like that. And then we're going to take these two pieces right here, and you're going to plug them together like this. And you got one arm. And then take the same two pieces, but mirrored, plug them together like this, and you'll plug on the side like that, and you got the arms. Cool. And take this piece right here, and make sure you flip up this peg right here, and just plug it onto the Mugenroid's back. Just like that. And last but not least, we're going to take this rake right here, and now you're going to plug it into that hole right here. And there you have Wanrikiguma in robot mode. Yeah, very neat. I do like the design of it. We've got this nice bear motif going on. Yeah, nice bear motif. So, yeah. So, articulation. You can tell that the arms do swivel. And, of course, the arms do swing all the way around like that. And of course the And you can tell that there's a swivel right here because of transformation. The legs can go forward a little bit, but they can go backward. And of course the knees can bend, and that's pretty much it. So yeah. So yeah, that's that. Alright, now before I close up the Wanrikiguma figure, there's actually an interesting little tidbit I found out about these three figures, is that these three figures you're seeing here are actually loosely based off of the some of the characters from Journey to the West, which was a ancient Chinese story. Because each one represents one of the three disciples that helped the Buddhist monk Tang. I think his name is Tang Sanzang. I think it's his name is. Or if you're from Japan, his name is Sanzo. He's a Buddhist monk who has three disciples that helped him travel on his travels. And here's some evidence, is that Teiryu is the Mugenroid itself. He's supposed to represent Sun Wukong, who is the monkey god. And it's evident by the headband on top, which that's actually the same exact headband that Sun Wukong had worn on his head. And the color scheme is very similar to that. And also to bring more evidence to that is the weapon, which is a staff. And this is the same exact staff that Sun Wukong used. So there you go. So this guy represents Sun Wukong. Uzumaki Dori is represent and then going off his Chinese name, which is Sha Wu Jing, who also known as Sandy in some other countries, like in the States, Sandy. Not to be confused with Sandy Cheeks from SpongeBob. No. So basically, Sha Wu Jing was another one of the three disciples that helped Tang Shazang or Sanzo. Again, if you're from Japan, he's one of the three disciples that helped him on his quest. And he basically carried a weapon that's called the Monk's Spade, which is basically a weapon that has like a spade on one end, but it has a blade that resembles a crescent moon, as evident by this weapon. Which, now, it has a crescent shape, but even it doesn't really look like a moon, only if you look hard enough. But, so yeah. Now, looking at his head, I think it's supposed to resemble like Sha Wu Jing's like cowl or his hat. I don't know if he ever worn a hat, but so yeah, I mean, if you want to help me out in the comments below, if you bring me some more evidence about this, more research, then I'll gladly allow you to. So yeah. Now Wanrikiguma, on the other hand, is interesting. It's like, why he has a rake as a weapon? That's because this guy represents the pig character, who is also one of the three disciples. which his name begins with a Z, which is ZHE. I think it's Jay Baiji, if I pronounce that right. He's basically a pig character who carries a 9-tooth rake as a weapon. But in this case here, we got a 5-tooth rake, which is a normal rake, which is a rake you normally see like in gardens and stuff like that. So yes, rakes can be used as weapons. Interestingly, but the rake in that Journey to the West story is a 9-tooth rake. So yeah, even though despite the fact that this guy is themed after a bear, which yeah, that's kind of a little misinterpretation. But if this animal mode was a pig, that would have made sense. But again, I guess it chose the bear for some reason. But yeah. Now, Utema does also have a Journey to the West motif, but once I get him, I'll explain more into that. But one thing that's also interesting is that, now there's like on a little tidbit, is that each one of these guys represents an element. This guy represents fire, as evident by his dragon mode. Uzumaki Dori represents water, as evident by the jet ski. Make sure I'm just going to plug this back on. Oh, forget it. Just forget. You can say I did show you the vehicle mode for Uzumaki Dori, which was the jet ski, which again represents water. And Wanrikiguma, as you've seen, the vehicle mode or machine mode, whatever, is a go-kart. So he represents earth or land. So yeah, very interesting. So again, once we get to Utema, I'll explain more. Okay, so yeah. So that little expression out of the way, let's get to my conclusion. And there we go. So overall, Wanrikiguma is a very nice addition to your Mugenbine collection. It's a lot of fun, and it gives you more, more options and more parts that you can make your own Mugenbine combinations if you so desire. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. Especially I do love the go-kart mode that I'm showing right here. So yeah, now if you're gonna look out for this guy, the only best place you can look at is eBay. So I'm gonna say to you guys right now, if you want to look for Wanrikiguma, I'm gonna say to you, good luck. Good luck getting this guy, complete and also mint in box. So yeah. So for my next review, I did say before that these guys do combine to form this combination, which is called Ride General 3. And then stay tuned for that in the next video. So, I will catch you next time.